distressed antique wood. Well, I never like going down the same way as I come up, or going back the same way as I came, so whatever I do, I don't really want to go back down the same way. It's nice with the flowers all over the building the same at the bottom here and at the top. They're missing in the middle a bit, but never mind, can't have everything. By the way, for those of, I don't know if I've commented this for a long time, maybe I commented at the beginning, but every house in the Czech Republic and also Slovakia has two numbers. Here, for example, you've got 20 and 162. Well, which is the address? Well, if we're talking about to find it, yeah, it's number 20. This one will be 22, and it is 22. The other number, which here is 162, that's 161, which is the next one along, but it didn't have to be. It could have been any number. When it gets to 24 up here, it won't necessarily be the next one down, 160, although it is. In this case it actually is, but it didn't have to be, because the numbers refer to two different things. One is a normal address like you get anywhere in the world, and the other number is a cadastral number, also known as the register number, which is the number in which this piece of real estate is entered into a register of pieces of real estate called the cadastra. Now, if we look at the next one, it's actually gone up again perfectly regularly, 26, and then the other one's coming down, 159, which goes to show that they were probably built at the same time, or that they were already built at the time that the cadastre was written and made, which is perhaps more likely. Now, here's the treat that I've been working towards. That's the two Blackpool towers, the radio mast, and this other Blackpool tower on the top of the Pechin Hill. That's Pechin Hill. I don't know how to get onto. I'll find it out somehow. I don't have enough detail in my phone map. And there's the nice view down the valley. There we go. And you can see the Žižkov TV tower there, blinking in the distance. And St Vitus's Cathedral and what have you, all that down there. And the red rooftops of Prague all the way down there. And that's a nice view of the low down part of the city of Prague from here. Probably it would be even better from up there, and I'm almost halfway up. I've done enough hill walking to have done the same kind of amount of exercise anyway. Down there somebody's flash photographing something. I keep noticing it in the corner of my eye. Probably just a group of people photographing themselves against a nice background. Oh, here we go. Turn the camera on, something will happen. Oh, it's just one single Bing there, that's all. Probably Bing Crosby. And pulled it back. Viticulture of sorts going on down there by the looks of things. Probably a south facing. Yes, that's a south facing side. I don't know how I'm going to avoid coming back down the same way. It's even better now, isn't it? There's a bit of German there, the ancient language of Prague. That was Roger. I won't identify him any more than that. He's quite a well-known gentleman. I don't want to impinge overly on people's privacy, even though it's a public place. Just goes to show what a village this is. See people you know around the place. So I'm coming up to a place at the top where there probably will be alternative ways of getting back.
Because what if it only gives you 10 tickets?
And that's what I'm really after, because I don't, like I said, I don't really like going back the same way. It's one of my little rules I live by. If I go out one way, I try and come back another way. Then you see more. After all, when you're going one way, you can still turn around and look at what it would be like coming back down that way. It's not worth also coming back down that way to see it. As long as you remember to turn around or look all around you, then you'll have done it anyway. Whew. That's a bit of a slog. I'd better. It's nice, getting a bit sunsetty over there, isn't it? I'd better refresh this in a minute. Probably before I come to the square at the top. I don't know how to get back from there, but I'll find some way of doing it. Unfortunately, even though I downloaded the maps to my Google phone Android thing, they don't appear to have cached properly, and I don't use roaming of data to save a bit of money, so I can't get a very accurate map. I'm just using my nose, which is not a bad thing. I can't complain. It's not as fat as most parts of my body anyway. So when I was younger, I thought my nose was too small, and then when I got older I thought it was even more too small because it was small in comparison with the developing fat on my face. But strangely, it's sort of like the older you get, the bigger your nose gets, and so now it's about right. I suppose when I'm an old geezer it'll be too big. I'll cross that bridge when I come to it, if I come to it. Bridge, nose, get it? Right.
Meine Mutter,
There we go. I was going to say something for Victor, but it's not really, because he's not Swedish. He's Norwegian. So, but it's not far off, is it? Sverige Fosterland. Right. So next to the Swedish embassy, I'll turn it off and on again.